Hello,
Hey,
hello.
Hello.
We are the Half-Rest Heroes, and welcome to the first recorded session of Auram, a campaign following the events of a world a year after a devastating earthquake. This is a homebrew world DM'd by yours truly. We are approximately 50 days into the campaign, which is the 13th of Selene, 8023 post-divergence. The characters are all level 10. So, starting with our recap, last time on our journey through Auram, you were able to navigate through the Grand Sage's office to recover the mini cannon blueprints, a handful of letters, and a couple magic items. Apparently, the Grand Sage started out as a humble researcher with nothing to his name. He started with noble intentions of proliferating knowledge by raising Bricklestuck into the air and founding the Academy. But as the years went by, he became incredibly paranoid of those around him and began to jump at every shadow, believing that everyone wanted to steal what was rightfully his. The only person, seemingly, he placed absolute trust in was some fortune teller named Avaricia, who the Grand Sage obsessed over endlessly. At an unknown point in time, the Grand Sage became aware of the Accursed Archive, which helped him make a breakthrough in replicating divine magic. But the price he paid was that he could only communicate in Giant. Suddenly, the Grand Sage returned to his office, forcing the party to make a speedy escape through the window. After falling quite a distance, you used the code word Instant Recall and were able to discreetly return to the hideout of Obscurio and collect your reward. The very next day, you were briefed by the Crimson Brotherhood contact that you were waiting for, that your next mission was to clear out an incursion of Shadowfell creatures, and then after that, investigate a matter in Dungard regarding the Order of the Lycan, a rogue element of the Crimson Brotherhood. However, specifically where we left off was a conversation between the mysterious chairman of the Agents of Obscurio. So, as you sit down, Helmir, with this figure, what do? You're in this tavern in a relatively remote part of it that you feel secure that no one else is listening in on your conversation.
Elvinger's muted.
Oh,
Hunter.
So, you're the man in charge.
Yes, of course. I take it you had some questions about my agency in some manner.
Yes. So, it
Look,
was my understanding that the Obscurio organization isn't actually an organization and is more of a brain spread across the continent with knowledge being passed along as the synapses. So, you are claiming to be the head of such organization?
well, first off, I'd like to just contextualize our encounter here. Are we here as friends? Or is this strictly business? And you see him take out one of the coins and flip it.
Little slip of the tongue there.
It's kind of hard to think of Varel as not me. After all,
Oh my god.
after all, a coin's greatest secret is fate. So, how would you like to approach this?
You want to do this?
Yeah. How do you want to do it? I'll also bring up my coins.
Mhm. Okay. In that case, he'll take his coin and spin it around. And he kind of just you guys both stare at each other. Give me an insight check, and if you want to, you can make a deception check to maybe if you want to conceal. Actually first, do you intend on lying to this man?
No.
Okay. In that case, just give me an insight check.
Need to grab
This insight check will carry on for the rest of this conversation.
No pressure.
Yeah, right.
Y'all like my YouTube intro?
I was gonna say, damn, you were ready for that, man.
I typed it up 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, that was hot. You were just like right on top of it.
I was just like shaking. I was like, okay, take a little bit longer.
It's a slow down, deep breath. It's like you're presenting. It's like, oh,
It is kind of. It's weird.
Sorry, I had to blue ball you with all the waiting on it.
No,
I'm sure.
I'm good.
Oh, that's a 23 for the
A 23. All right. Sure. Go into insight check.
Sure, he says.
shit. I didn't have that up.
What's up, YouTube? It's just you and us.
It's you and me, baby.
The date
Look
of
me
math
in-
campaign will be memorialized in all time now.
Yeah,
That is helpful.
the casual. So what was his name again? Oh, well, because casually, just had a hangover right there. Just casually. I just got back in a couple seconds here.
I definitely didn't do that during the middle of a session. What?
To be fair, I was doing exactly the same thing, so.
Also, did we agree that we were going to spend 5 days from yesterday, like 5 more days, or 5 days total in this city?
I know we said it was like at least 3 days starting from today because that's how long it would take for
Okay, that sounds
for
right. I think
the
that would be
walkthrough.
5 days total.
I recorded that.
All right.
Hello.
So,
All right, so now we can dox the. Oh, hi, Matt.
so at this point, since you're the one who initiated it, and you're the one asking questions first, what are you looking for?
I guess information on what your intentions are as for needing to pose as this organization head.
Okay. I can answer that in quite easily, as it is very obvious. What are you offering in terms of information?
think good. I can pull up either notebook. Of course. I wrote down.
How's the music volume, by the way?
I mean, we can adjust it for ourselves. So
Yeah, we don't have to worry about adjusting that without you.
A blessing and a curse in my
Easy.
eyes.
yeah,
So now we can turn up Orpheus.
mute Matt.
Mute you.
It's like the weirdest game of Pictionary, where you're trying to figure out what's going on in the campaign based on the music.
Yeah, put that to him. But one person has to keep Matt like unmuted so that
They're relaying everything else, yeah.
no,
But-
he's not allowed to
but
tell us what
only-
he's saying.
no,
we
but
just have to
only
assume
through-
what's going on based on what
only
he's
through
doing.
gifts.
Oh my gosh. D&D telephone.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Each of us can only have one person unmuted.
Yeah.
Do you know how long that would take for exposition or lore dumps?
Dude, Matt,
long.
you assume that we wouldn't just expedite it fast.
Oh yeah.
Fair.
It's just the D&D example of like, why is there boss music playing?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I thought we were in a shop.
Yeah, all it takes
We-
is one person and the whole story.
It's like
It
all
would-
the
it'd be
descriptions.
me.
Just like you have people shouting and yelling at you. They're throwing jars at Scarlet, and then roll for initiative, and then they're just like, "Wait, what's going on?" I thought we were just buying a rapier at a blacksmith. What?
It's never
I'll
just
be honest, if we
fire
were
it.
doing that, I'd for sure lie to everyone, whoever my telephone recipient is. So
Yeah.
we should do it.
Yeah, that would be the issue. Everybody would just lie to everybody else. Nobody
would-
would know what's going on.
Everyone would just lie, or this super complicated thing that would be told would just be simplified into like 4 words.
YouTube would get a real kick out of it, though.
I'd like to think that Matt, as the DM, would also lie to the first person. That way, he's ensured that nobody knows what's going on.
Yeah.
I just purposely make my descriptions so convoluted that even the first person is lost.
Yeah. But all
It'd
right.
be a fun thing to like look back at and just like listen to the full thing and everyone.
Yeah. But Hunter.
So Helmer's gonna take his backpack off his back and reach in and take out the jar of Obscuro coins. Gonna have it on the table in front of him. Say, I have some information about the Grand Sage that may or may not pose useful to you. As
Yeah. You notice as you take out the jar of coins, he kind of there's a wince of shame in kind of seeing how many of them there are in there.
yeah,
Well, that would definitely be helpful. So, I'll start then. I trust you. You want to know about this organization, yes? Our intent originally was to observe for the most part and make very little pushes here and there. This latest operation has been the most intervention that we've done on our part. We simply want to see things in various nations go in a slightly more positive direction. Some authority figures or organizations that are quite corrupt stay that way mostly because they are secret. But by giving coins to the right people, we can ensure that such corruption is sniffed out.
Kajit has coin if you have wares.
I myself am not the head of this organization. I am in a fairly privileged position to conduct this operation right here, but I am by no means the master of it all. Is that answer satisfactory? What other questions do you have?
As for your intentions, that will suffice. See. Also, really quick, I'm not like echoing while other people are talking, right? Because like when Matt was talking, I saw my lighting up.
No.
I
You're
think
good.
it's fine.
Okay, just make sure.
We'll let you know.
Yeah. So, as I've found a jar of numerous coins, what is your? I guess I have two separate questions. Do you have a certain objective with the Grand Sage? Is the first question.
Well, firstly, I'd like to know a little bit about what you found in the Grand Sage's office and what you learned from it. Maybe just a fraction of the information, since we're going to ration that out.
Okay. To start, I can say, and you can tell me if you knew this yet or not, but the Grand Sage's main place of work or study is in another elemental plane. And there is a portal to that plane here.
Interesting. I suppose that makes sense.
Yes, of course. Obviously.
We did do some scouting beforehand and found it difficult to locate that, so multi-dimensional space can be a little tricky.
Yeah.
As for... You said that there was a portal in and a portal out, yeah?
That information is correct. I don't know if you're debating whether or not you want to tell them that.
That is correct information?
Yeah.
Well, there are two portals. I guess we don't technically know if they're both exclusively in or out, but yes, there were two portals.
Okay.
Yeah. There's you guys went through two portals. One that led to the factory, and then one that you guys took from the factory to the office. And then the office, you guys explored around and then jumped out the window.
Okay, I couldn't remember if there was a second one. I remember going into the plane and then like going through and then we were at his office. So I couldn't remember specifically if there was a second one.
Yeah, there were two.
Yeah. Okay.
Then I would say yes.
Okay. Any inkling as to what that other plane was?
Do we? I know that we know.
Yes.
know right.
Plane of Earth.
Grimoire Vice told us it was the plane of Earth. Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll just say the other elemental plane is the elemental plane of Earth.
Okay. All right. As for did the Grand Sage, did you uncover any motive regarding why he was hoarding information or anything about his situation that would explain why he hasn't been seen in a long time?
Yes. So, are we going question for question?
I mean, that's up to you.
I think that's fair enough to go question for question.
Okay. Whether intentionally or not, he seems to be trying to squeeze in an extra question.
Yeah. I'll say that I do have that information, but could you answer my question first, and then I'll probably do that.
He's like, well, fair enough. What question do you have next?
Oh, it was the what is your objective with the grand stage?
Okay. Yeah.
A lot.
Well, simply put, our grand objective hasn't been achieved, which was to enable it so that the Academy would allow its scholars to share information with those that live within the city in order to further progress in a way. A smaller objective was the one you guys accomplished, which was to recover the blueprints for that mini cannon. Ugh.
All right. Seems simple enough.
Yeah.
I do agree. I think the spread of information is more beneficial for most parties, depending on the information.
Yeah. I'd say in the past, here's a freebie for you. In the past, we tried to take a more active approach with modifying or making change happen. And let's just say that became a touch more noticeable than if we were not perceived as having an organization at all. I mean, hell, even at this stage, clearly, in Gestures of the Jar, clearly the Grand Sage knew that Obscurio was on his tail. But back to my questions. How specifically, or rather, why would the Grand Sage be behaving in such a manner over the past, oh, I don't know, years, decade?
So we came in contact with a few of his writings, notes, and it seems that he came in contact with an entity that seemed to be able to grant his wish with with unknown consequences, and as such, one of the consequences of his wish was to no longer be able to speak. Is it he couldn't speak or write common? Like he just wrote common?
Hold on. I'll post the recap into notes just because. Oh, wait, not in Solaire notes.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I'm fucking. I pasted that on my laptop and not my PC.
Yeah, because I have in here he can only speak giant.
It was that he can only communicate in giant. Speak or write.
Okay. So yeah, the consequence of his wish is that he could only communicate through the language giant.
Interesting. Didn't think he must have come in contact with some sort of genie. Or, no, I don't think he would have access to wish. That's a bit above. That's above his pay grade, and
He does seem to be a pretty good spellcaster, but
nothing of that level.
I'm not my area of expertise.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm not. Well, I'm not one of those wizardy types either. Well, what next?
um, use it for positive life, not the head.
Oh, I forgot to describe. When he sits down to talk with you, he takes off his mask, and he, of course, looks like a sun elf. I'd say, at a first glance, there's something off. Like, you don't, even though you haven't seen a ton of sun elves, he looks a little bit different in a way. Like, his features maybe a tad more angular than how a sun elf would look.
Interesting. Another question came to mind, but I'll save that one. I guess I can ask this one. Since there were many coins that were captured by the sage, do you guys manufacture them yourselves, or are you receiving them from somewhere?
Well, we do have someone supplying us with the coins. They aren't, let's just say they aren't manufactured where the Obscurio agents are. We have someone for that. But I'm curious. Oh. Changing topic. Have you heard of anyone, the whereabouts of an individual named Hoyd?
Helmier will just kind of chuckle to himself. Yeah.
You notice when he says Hoyd, his eye twitches a little bit. Like it's the kind of thing that, like, this person must know Hoyd in some capacity to basically flinch at saying his name.
Yeah, seemed more like an annoyance to saying his name than
Yeah.
wait to see him again.
Yeah, we've been trying to communicate, though let's just say that he isn't exactly cooperative.
Yeah, I can see that. Bit of a free spirit.
Yeah. Okay. What's your passive insight?
I think it's 21. But check. Yeah, it's 21.
21. You get a sense that this is the type of thing that he asks almost everyone. Like, have you heard of a person named Hoyd? Like, in every single Obscurio exchange that this person has made, that is probably something that he said a lot. Yeah, so I take it you've seen him recently.
Yeah, he shows up every once in a while and usually spouts some story or some new tale. Like,
Yep, that sounds like him. All right, well, what's your next question?
so
Maybe to expedite this a bit, we'll just say things as they're coming to you, and so that we're not like just stuck in this slow back and forth.
Okay.
Like just in universe it'll happen back and forth, but whatever. So, of course,
So,
I move. Well, go ahead.
I'll ask one. Out of curiosity, you're a sun elf. Would you happen to know of a female sun elf noble? Dresses in all black, like some type of feathery dress. If I remember correctly.
Can't say I do. I mean, a lot of elves like to dress themselves in finery. I notice you are half elf. Do you hail from Alinor?
I don't actually.
Okay.
I actually come from a little further west, over by Riverfell.
You notice that details caught his attention slightly. Riverfall. Okay. He seems a little bit more tense now.
Are you all right?
Fine. Fine, just had a bad memory as well. And you've lived out Riverfall your whole life?
Yes. Until it was,
Yeah.
lost.
Helmir, I want you to make a general charisma check.
Shit. General charisma check. So that's not with proficiency, just the +3, so 9.
9.
Oh.
What remaining questions do you have?
How did you come to join this organization? Were you recruited or blackmailed?
It was almost an accident, really. Wrong place, wrong time. Some of my, well, one of my friends also joined a bit later. But that was only because they were looking for me when I got a little lost. You notice that he's being a lot more guarded now. Ever since you mentioned that you have lived in Riverfall for most of your life.
Hmm. Nice.
Anyways,
Uh,
is that all?
let's say I got one. I got one question.
Very well.
Have you heard of wrath and gluttony? And if so, would you happen to have any information on it? And actually, I'm gonna kind of put like a sour face on when I say the names.
Okay. You see him kind of think over something for a moment. Well, the 7 deadly sins, yeah?
The 7 deadly sins canon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't say I know much beyond what doctrine states about them. He's lying.
That's against the rules.
Are you sure about that?
Make a persuasion check.
Think real long and hard for me. Fucking
And
all the ones that I'm like, this would be great to roll high on. 15.
15.
oh, hey, come on, that's not. Don't shut yourself on that.
Well, I rolled a 4, so
Fair enough. You right.
Just one more level.
I know, right?
Well, I say that certain people nowadays seem to exemplify these traits more than ever. Our friend, the Grand Sage, is one example. I'd say he's an exceptionally greedy fellow.
Mm.
And just to be clear here, of course, what is it? The connotation of the 7 deadly sins being parts of people's personality. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about hold on, let me just look back at my notes here. I can't remember. Oh yeah, I'm talking about the witches.
What is your party looking for in your adventure? What is your goal? Answer that, and I'll give you a better answer to that.
Bolden's gonna come up behind Helmir and just
You're
tap.
not there. I don't think.
Oh, I'm not there. Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, only Helmir. Helmir's here alone.
Okay, so how
I thought
about
the
this?
party was-
I'll give Yutaka a chance here. If Helmir said that he was going to meet the chairman on his own, would you have followed him secretly?
Yes.
All right. Make a stealth check.
And I hate you even
Yes.
more.
Beat my perception.
I'm not very stealthy, so that's going to be a natural 20.
Oh my god.
But for a total of what?
That is going to be a total of
I mean, I kind of want to just make it 60.
22.
That's
20.
that's all up to you, Matt. If you want it to succeed, it'll succeed.
Yeah. I'd
I
say.
mean, what's Helmer's
No.
passive?
Yeah,
You
what's
know
your passive?
what? It does beat my passive of 21.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
Nat 20, so I'll allow it. I'll
Yeah.
allow it.
Fantastic. Okay. So at this point, Helmir, Bolton walks up behind you. No one in your party has snuck up on you in this entire campaign.
Bolton.
Bolton's about to get stabbed.
Yeah, Bolton's gonna get murdered.
Bolton, you walk up. What are you doing?
So I'm going to tap Helmir on the shoulder, which is probably going to freak him out. And I'm going to say, we want answers. And then I'm going to go back into the shadows.
Oh my gosh.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to reaction stab. Like I can't see any other outcome where Helmer would just be like, "Yeah, seems legit." When somebody sneaks up on him, like
Yeah, seems legit.
Maybe a wisdom save to see if you can manage your reflexes.
yeah,
You
I'll.
actually fail.
I don't
Let's
know.
try
If
to spice this up.
I don't know if I should just high or low this. I'll do. I'll fine. I'll do wounded. I'll do it. Okay, I rolled at 18, so that's
All right.
Pretty sure that hits against my 12.
No, that was a wisdom
No.
save, not an attack
that
roll.
You
Oh.
manage to control yourself, but you do whip around immediately, hand going straight to your short sword.
yeah. I'll like the short sword will come out, but it won't hit him.
Yeah, precisely.
So fuck, man. How long have you been there?
Oh, I've been hanging out in that corner back there for a while. I just wanted to make sure that you weren't like going into a sketchy situation alone. But yeah, we want answers. So make sure you tell them, and then I proceed back to the corner and hide.
Hey, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I'm looking for something a little more specific than that.
Helmer's gonna turn to Bolton. We're gonna talk about this later. I'll turn back to the leader and this. So the question was what our party's goal is.
Yeah, what's your party's goal in at the current moment? Yeah.
Currently,
Also, I'm not a genie, so don't think if you word your answer in a very unsatisfying way that I'm going to accept that.
I've told the truth this whole time, and I plan on doing that.
Taka, post in the correct channel. Post in the Auram channel.
So technically, all of us have separate goals, but as a group, our immediate goal is we're working with another group, and we're going to go to across the map. We're going further east of here to take out a nuisance for the other group we're working with. Group wise, individually, I'm looking to take out the strongest being on the continent. I would improve myself.
He raises an eyebrow at that and just like, uh-huh. He does like, at first he looks at you with like, yeah. And then kind of gives you a look like, oh, wait, you're serious. Okay, well,
Does that answer suffice?
I suppose. Uh, I'd say it's plenty of powerful beings on this continent as there is. You know, you sure you want to narrow your search to being on the continent? There's plenty of powerful beings in other planes, supposing that your organization can get you there. I mean, of course you could challenge a strong elemental. You can challenge the head of the Sealy Court, Queen Titania. I mean, though mythical, I'm sure there's, well, though no one's seen one in centuries, I'm sure you've heard of legends of ancient dragons.
Sorry, I'm just writing stuff down.
He seems to be trying to do something clever.
Oh, I know. He's trying to forget.
Yeah, he's trying to see what you'll perk up at.
Yeah.
I'd say, are you trying to conceal your interest in when he mentions Titania?
I'm gonna say no. But he says that, and
well, I think you can ask me one final question. I think I'm ready to leave.
all right, and I appreciate your suggestions on powerful beings.
Of course.
But to go back to the question at hand about the witches and what information you know on them.
I think that's the question, Mike.
Oh, just what you know about witches.
No, the specific wrath and gluttony witches that he asked about before.
I see. Okay.
Back to the question that I asked before.
Gotcha. As far as witches go, I've had some unpleasant encounters with hags. Though I try to avoid them nowadays. I think with regard to some people might think that witches embody those 7 deadly sins in some manner. So I think I'd prefer to remain as virtuous as possible and stay away from it like it's the 9 hells. Even if they come looking.
Looks on you. 9 Hells is the first destination on my vacation list.
The hottest place. I want to check it out.
Good day. And thank you
As
for conducting this mission. I assume you are the party leader.
sure, we'll go with that. But I don't mean to pry, but your feelings towards the 7 deadly sins is admirable, but the question was information about them.
I simply ended it in that there are some who would say that hags embody the 7 deadly sins. I think that there's some merit to that, but I haven't met a hag in a long while, and I intend to keep it that way.
Okay.
Anyways.
Same here. I appreciate the entertainment, and I hope you enjoyed as well, even with somebody showing up unexpectedly. I will bid you a good day.
Are you taking the coins or are you leaving them?
I am taking the coins with me.
Bolden's just gonna wave from the corner.
Well, aren't you the strange cabal of adventurers? Anyways, he leaves. He kind of goes upstairs to what you assume to be the tavern rooms. All right. Bolton, are you doing anything else, or are you going to leave with Helmir?
I'll just leave with Helmir.
Okay. All right. So, as you get back, do you reconvene with the party? Is there anything anyone wants to do in this moment? I believe this is happening not long after you guys had the meetup with the Blood Hunter contact.
I would presume, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you all just reconvene?
Sure.
All right.
Yes.
All right. So you go back to the tavern that you've been staying at. I'm trying to think. It would probably be early evening at this point.
think we did that first. Wait, is this part of this?
This is the second day because you guys had to wait for the meetings. Already got past that. So
Okay,
is there
wait, so this is the second day, meaning
No, this is the first full day.
first full day?
Yeah.
My bad.
I thought this was the morning of the first day.
Yeah, because wasn't the Blood Hunter said they could do it whenever, so we were like, well, sooner the better.
Because they told us to wait 3 days. So this was the third day. Because this is the day after the heist.
Okay. Let me
This is the
make
morning
this
of the
clear.
day after the heist, right?
This is the morning of the day after the heist. When you met the Blood Hunter contact, and the meeting with the chairman happened in the afternoon. So in the meantime, what do you guys want to do?
Okay. I mean, I already did downtime, but if we're gonna go any like shopping, I can do that. But that depends on you guys.
Yeah, I
Uh,
already did downtime as well.
I'm good
I'll
with
say-
keeping going.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
probably just do downtime stuff, and then
Logistical question for Matt.
Yeah.
So, how long has it been since we started the mission at the Grand Sage's office thing?
It's been 1 week since we looked at okay. It's been 1.5 days since you took the mission.
Okay. And do I remember, was I supposed to take?
You were supposed to take that letter to the post office, yes.
Okay. Okay, well, I can go do that today.
Mhm. And as you walk around the sector 2 of Bricklestuck, the cold autumn wind chilling your bones, even at a high altitude. You also notice that from the heights, even though it's you're starting to get used to it, the altitude does make it a little bit harder to breathe. Helmir, do a kind of half-assed concealment of your face because you don't feel that worried about the depictions of your arrest warrant.
I did buy a plain black mask,
Oh yeah, right.
just in case.
Yeah. Around there are people crowding around the town center who are collecting buckets of fresh rainwater that is being funneled from the plate above. There's the town criers yelling out, "Extra batch of refugees at Grey Wall! Ishana reaching full capacity, asking for more support. Other provinces disagree. Brialor instituting trade sanctions and casualties in the mines near Hammerfell." Agristan still asking for more financial support for reconstruction. New councilman claims that they are embezzling funds. Number of things like that. And then there's some other things like, "Will you be Team Dungard or Valhaven?" Answer in the polls today what you think is going to win on the stock market.
There's a stock market here.
But Yeah, you guys go shipping and stuff. I'd say the Blood Hunter contact would have mentioned if you want to get to somewhere speedy, and it's headed in the right direction, he would recommend the Wind Riders. And the Wind Riders, he explained, travel across ley lines, magical ley lines. And so, as long as they're on a path where there's a ley line, they can take you there. They can vary at any height. They can stop off at any point along the ley lines. For a depiction of the ley lines, it is in the notes channel for Auram.
I don't remember what that was. I'm like, wait, what the fuck?
Town Crier also says, reminder that any travel into Agristan via Windrider is still forbidden.
Well,
Well, we're going to Dungard, so
Mhm.
There's Agristan.
where the fuck is Agristan?
If you go into Owlbearer 2, I do have the provinces up. This is the technically like, oh well, they're on separate maps. This is gonna be a little bit of switching back and forth for you guys, but yeah. But all you really need to know is just the general.
Kotorska.
Actually, let me post the Agristan image in notes and then pull up the Owlbear of the ley lines on here, just because we probably would want to put pointers around that rather than this.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh wait, is the okay? So the picture in the notes channel is the ley lines, and then the blue lines just separate the different provinces.
No, the blue lines are the ley lines.
No, they're
Oh
both blue.
no, in Owlbear.
Yeah, in Owlbear they separate the different provinces.
Oh,
It's a little confusing, yeah.
Yeah, because they don't follow the same route.
Yeah, I apologize.
absolute bastard! I'll never forgive you.
I did this on purpose. Uh-huh.
Wait, why is it making it ask to join?
Let me just.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay, we're not. That's Katorshka. We're not going there.
Not yet.
not yet.
Verdastic.
We're on our way.
That's true.
Go Verdastic.
Maybe.
Arctic.
All right, here is the provinces. And now let me switch the Owlbear.
Let me switch the Owlbear and roll initiative.
Which is weird because I got to download my own picture. And then do that.
So bold. You're here to tell me why you were there. Oh, all right.
All right. Here we are. That should start to load a bit. It'll take a second. Yeah, that's good. It's a hefty map, Jesus. Should have compressed that one.
Where's
There we
the
go.
owlbear?
It's pinned in
I
Auram
pinned it.
notes.
Yeah.
Oh, notes.
It is pinned. What?
I just pinned it like a couple minutes ago.
Okay.
You're not crazy.
It also, if you can't find it in the pinned, it's
It's-
not that far up.
Yeah, so it's not that far up. So
No, yeah,
So-
that's, I scrolled, but I just
I will say, what's your passive arcana, Randy? Or I mean,
23.
passive. Yeah. Passive insight.
23.
23.
Wait, passive insight?
Oh wait, is there passive arcana?
I mean,
Everything
technically,
has a passive.
Okay, cool. Well, there you go. That's we'll just go with that.
just 10 plus your modifier.
All right,
Yeah, it's
cool.
10 plus 5.
So you do notice that the places that you guys have figured out are the location of the ritual, are intersections of the ley lines.
A ritual?
The ritual that Queen Titania got trapped in and started the earthquake.
Oh, yeah, at Riverfall.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You would also know, I said this before, that greater workings of magic are extended or allowed a higher chance of succeeding when they're at places where there's a significant amount of aether from the ley line.
It's Auram. Or hence Eleanor, rather.
Yeah. And of course, at the very beginning of the campaign, Ares was able to figure out that the ley lines were pretty close to how the tectonic plates were, which of course was why when the ley lines exploded at Riverfall,
Mhm.
was why the earthquake happened.
Wow.
So, to travel, you'd obviously have to take those one of two paths, which one of them obviously goes closer to Kartushka before even reaching enemy. Well, technically, since the place that you're looking for firstly is right here, I guess technically if you go up here, you'd reach it faster if you got off at like here.
Well, we're going to Dungard, aren't we?
Remember, it's 2 missions. Clear out Shadowfell creatures here, and then Dungard here.
Yeah, I did not remember it was 2 missions.
I didn't either. I just remembered Dungard.
Yeah, I guess I remember the Dungard one.
I remembered it was 2, but I thought it was closer to like over here.
No.
So
all
where
just
are we going
stupid. We're all
first?
just stupid, apparently.
So we're clearing out here.
Up here?
Yeah,
And-
there's someone that they. There's someone who reported to them that there's a bunch of Shadowfell creatures at a place that they own right here.
Oh,
And
right where? Oh, I see. You marked it.
and that he's in the city right now if you want to talk to him. He's at fill in the placeholder tavern name.
I see. Also, have I ever heard of travel by ley lines?
Make a. I'm pretty sure Arcana and History are the same, yeah?
No, Arcana's better.
Okay, then do Arcana then.
I have expertise in Arcana. 25.
25. It is one of Bricklestuck's trade secrets that somehow they've managed to with the use of the same crystal that allows the floating sectors of Bricklestuck to levitate. They also use on the Wind Riders. That these crystals, in some way, when they have something done to it, allow it to levitate if there's a ley line beneath it.
So that's why Bricklestuck is right on top of the ley line.
Yep. It is something that many Alinor scholars have tried to puzzle out for a long time.
Yeah.
And they've asked Bricklestuck for this information, but obviously Bricklestuck doesn't want to do anything with them.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think there's anything else particular that we have.
Okay.
planned for this day.
So, is there anything you guys want to do personally that requires role playing, whether that's a downtime thing that you want to go into with me, or just interaction between the party?
Will I gain any more information that I've already got if I try to attune to the items I have?
I
mean, you would learn it
you would
theoretically,
learn how to use it.
but I think, didn't you say neither of them are attunement, Matt?
Neither of them are attunement.
Yeah. I was gonna check about that. Hold on, let me see how many spell slots I have. I think I already long rested. Shit. Or half rested.
No, we would have long rested. No, yesterday we went to, but today we would.
Yeah.
Oh, right. We have days to actually long rest, so it's fine. I don't mind sending a spell slot.
So those meetings were last night, and then
No meetings.
No, the meetings were today, but I identified your thing last night when we got them.
Yeah.
What were the rarities, Matt?
rare and uncommon.
Yep.
Okay. So let me just, it's not that hard because we forgot to do this, but if first level is uncommon, well, first level is common, second level would be uncommon, third level would be rare, fourth level would be very rare, fifth level would be legendary, sixth level would be artifact, and seventh level would identify a curse. So yeah, I'm fine with first level being common.
All right.
And then, so it's uncommon and rare, so that needs to be second and a third level.
All
I
right.
can do that. So I'll actually identify them.
Still a ways away from being able to even identify my axe, whether I let you or not.
Exactly.
Okay. So the uncommon one is a drift globe. It's a small sphere of thick glass that weighs 1 pound, and you can basically say its command word, saying light or daylight to emanate the according spell.
Nice.
And you can't do this once you use the daylight effect. You can't use it until the next dawn. You can also speak a command word as an action to make it rise into the air and float no more than 5 feet off the ground, but it can go up to 60 feet from you. And of course, if you exceed that distance, it will deactivate and slowly float back down to the ground.
Pretty sure that's just a standard magic item, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you call it? It was a drift globe?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you need me to put the name in notes? Are you good?
I got it. I found the item.
Okay, cool. So there's a weird thing with identify.
Oh,
This next thing has been made. However, and there's a certain thing with magic, with identity, where when you're trying to identify it, it has to do with maybe what someone has named it and what it intends to do, and that's what is picked up by the spell. Unless you go to the level of curses. And so what you can read out from this isn't the name of the actual thing and its purposes, or rather, this is prototype 25. You sense that this was made by some academy.
hold on, just to clarify,
Yeah.
just so I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
So identify says it tells me how to use the item.
Yes. You will get
And
that.
you're saying okay. I just want to
You
make
will
sure.
get that. I'm just saying,
Okay,
like,
okay.
you won't. If there's something that says, like, if you do something, you'll get this result, I won't tell you what the result is. I'll say, this is how you activate it, and this is the kind of things that happen. This is the kind of way it behaves. So, I will manage this every time you interact with it. This 12-sided giant metal die is 12 inches across and bears the number 1 through 12 engraved on each of the sides. There's clockwork, arcane clockwork inside of it. Whenever you hurl this, you can actually hurl this up to 60 feet as an action, and a random magical effect occurs when the die comes to rest after rolling across the ground for at least 10 feet. If an effect requires a target and no eligible target is within range, nothing happens. Spells cast by the dodecahedron require no components. Roll a d12, and I will consult the table. I'll just put this in notes.
Ooh, yes, please.
It's a bomb.
It is called
Very well could be.
It is called Prototype 12. Clearly, this was made by some academy student that was pretty bored and kind of didn't know what they were doing completely. But they were a spells and gears student, which makes this quite effective, if you would call it that.
Also, Eric and Ethan, all of my Pokemon are now super trained. Cool.
So yeah, that's the gist of it.
Cool.
All right. So, is there, just to expedite things, is there anything else you guys want to do before you leave the city?
Well, we still have
we have
another
2 more
day.
days of downtime.
That's 2 more. Yeah,
Okay.
because this is the first full day. We're doing 3 full days because weapons.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because they're
Okay.
getting weapons done.
So, if that's good with you guys, we can progress to the next day here.
Yeah.
And Eric, do you want to? I know how I want to do the skill training, at least for now. So, do you want to do the smithing stuff?
I mean, I rolled high enough even without the getting bonuses for.
You just get
like,
1 a day.
Yeah, I just because I did one because I marked stuff down from the previous night since we had a few blocks the previous night,
Mhm.
and I just went with the whatever the first roll was, and
Okay.
and it made it, and then the roll for today was high enough, so I only need 1 more success.
Nice. Okay, so these are free days, and I get 2, so I get 6 blocks. Of 10.
Yeah, so I mean, if I don't roll high enough for this next one, I'll ask for the bonuses, whatever
Yeah.
they are.
So just so you know, for the amount of times that the amount of blocks that you spend on it, those bonuses you have to decide before you roll.
Okay.
So, but let's see. Wait, so you did it yesterday, you did it today,
Yep.
and now this is day 3 of you training, right?
Yes. And I already
So
had two. I already had 2 previous
okay,
successes.
you already had 2. So just so you know, on this roll, you will have a +2.
Okay.
Sorry, you'll have a yes, you'll have a +2 if you spent 1 block.
Okay.
Each day is. These days are free, so they have 4, right?
Yes, as far as I understand it, Matt.
Yes, correct.
Good. My all-purpose brush is finished.
Miscellany, spell creation.
I said
So
last time that I spent the 100 gold on the materials, right?
Maybe, probably.
I think I did.
Joseph,
Something I did yesterday.
I would get +2 plus my strength modifier.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's a success. I now have proficiency in smithing tools.
Nice. Just so you know, you will need proficiency in any type of tool. Like if you're using your axe, you probably need woodworkers as well.
All right, good to know.
Okay.
I think that's made of wood as well.
So if we progress the next day, is there anything you guys would like to do? It could
As a
just
group,
be,
is there any like
yeah.
shops that we want to go to? Like, do we need any resources right now? I mean, I'm good, I think.
I'm good.
Other people, okay.
Okay.
Good.
Almir.
And
Yeah.
At what point are you going to drop off? When are you planning to drop off that letter?
I would have done that the first day we got back.
Okay. So yeah, filing through all the letters that you retrieved from the Grand Sage's office, you find the one specifically addressed from Professor Ilias. Can you make yeah?
It's sealed.
There is a wax seal on it.
Okay. Never mind that. What's
Your passive perception is 21, yeah?
Yeah.
The paper the envelope it is made out of, you can see slightly when you're like kind of twisting it in your hand, you kind of see words, just faint blobs underneath it. But you can't really make out what they say.
There's nothing inside other than a letter with words on it.
You shake it a bit, and there doesn't seem to be anything inside beyond paper. You can make a perception check if you want to examine it closer.
Yeah. Ew. 15.
15. You squint your eyes, you try positioning it up towards the light to maybe see if you can see anything more, but you can't really figure out too much. It looks like it's a report. It's spaced pretty well. It doesn't seem like a letter to like a specific person, more of a like an academic paper. But that's as much as you can glean with the 15.
From running around the place, did I see like a room that said Professor Ilias?
Go ahead and, well, would you have been looking for it, is the question? Do you think you would have been looking for that?
I think Helmir would have been curious.
Then make a perception check at disadvantage.
Oh, well, first roll's a 1, so that's a no.
No, you didn't. Mission was too important. But that day of, you head to the postal office and drop it off. All right, so
Oh, wait, just to be sure, the wax seal didn't match the one that we have, right? That we took from the Grand Sage.
the wax seal is indeed different.
Okay. Takes different time.
All right. So, at some point, Grimoire Weiss will go, may I see that map of the ley lines? Just a quick moment.
Certainly, yes.
Interesting. Obviously, the continent, as we've gone over in my in that history seminar, is completely different from when it was my time. I think you'll be interested to know, however, that the ley lines are the same. Just an
Interesting.
observation. It would seem even the conflict of gods, though it would mar the landscape, would not change. Well, would not change Yggdrasil, of course.
So,
Idrisil?
Yes, Yggdrasil. You know of it, yeah?
No.
Oh, the origin of all life on Auram.
Excuse me?
Oh, they don't teach that in history lessons nowadays, huh?
I suppose not.
Well, I suppose. You see, the ley lines are the roots of Yggdrasil. The branches of it, when it first introduced magic to the world, though, mind you, I suppose scholarly efforts in knowing such thing, even in my time, were not known outside of realm where Ogma had a prevalence. But it is told that when the world was formed, it was It started with a tree that intersected all planes. You cannot see the ley lines, though you can interact with them, is actually the origin of magic as well. When one... some say the goddess of magic actually manifested out of worship of the tree. Though only those of incredible magical strength could even so much as glance the tree. And I suppose if in order to see it, you have to intend to look for it. So I suppose if no one's heard of it, no one knows to look for it, of course.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't. Do you mean a literal tree?
Literal tree, yes. Existing in physical space in the material plane, no.
Ah, that doesn't make sense, but it does, maybe, I think.
It exists. It just doesn't exist.
So was it in a different plane?
It's a little complicated. It's not a place you can go to. You can, you know the weave, yes?
Yes, of course. That's
It
basic.
is where the weave exists. You cannot transport yourself in such a place that the weave exists, because the weave exists all around us. Just
No, but the weave also isn't a literal weave.
oh,
A weave of magic. So is Yggdrasil a tree of magic?
It is the origination of the weave, yes.
So it's not quite a literal tree. It's a more of a metaphorical tree. It depends on when we define tree. Do we mean tree as in an organic being that has a wooden core and sprouts towards the sun, or are we talking tree as in like shape?
Trees in shape.
Okay, that's yeah. So yes, that's gotta define your terms, man. It's the classic. It's like rule.
Sorry, it's a bit of culture shock.
Yes, yeah.
Marcus just like, what the fuck, bro?
Regardless, I believe the yes, right there. It would be where the roots of Yggdrasil converge is in I see it's called the Azakesh Range. A little bit north of it, I suppose.
Ah. So the roots of Yggdrasil are the leylands, correct?
Yes, of course. Without it, no workings of arcane magic would be possible.
Yeah. So the ley lines, though, they're not the same as the weave. So
it's think of it like the weave are roots so small that they barely register as roots.
interesting. So they kind of are the same thing.
Yes. The weave, I suppose, are just incredibly vast and small ley lines.
So
Regardless,
the weave is like the dirt, and
No, the
lines
weave is not the dirt.
it's like tiny, tiny roots. Very tiny, tiny roots. Like almost like string compared to roots.
Mm.
Hence the weave.
Yeah.
Anyways, well, I suppose that was a bit of magical history on my part to you as a return for your aid in filling the gaps.
Yes, I greatly appreciate that. That's a further research topic for me. Damn, I'm gonna skyrocket on the ranks when I go home. Oh boy.
This is some great magical leverage for the next wizard I talk to.
I see that we exist. It is sad that we must exist in an age of magical scarcity. If such knowledge has been forgotten. Well, anyways, I'll
Did you
let you
have floating cities back in your time?
occasionally, yes.
Interesting.
They fell out of popularity as whenever gods would war, getting caught in the crossfire was just a little bit easier if your city was floating.
That's true. That is true. Yes, well, I feel like it's not a shock that if the gods left the material plane, that magic would start to fade, at least slightly.
I suppose, yeah.
I suppose it's a trade-off you have to make. Safety for power.
It is odd. Just the departure. You said that. You said that there's a disagreement on who erected the Divine Gate.
Yes, I definitely said that.
Yes, I believe. I believe you, Ilrandil, said that. That many people believe in their own religion that their god was the one to put up the Divine Gate. Whether it's Tyr, Halo, or some people who are not a big fan of the gods say that an extraordinary spellcaster did it instead. A lot of people in druidic groups claimed that it was a response of the world itself. That's
Yes,
Yggdrasil.
that one.
That even Yggdrasil. Oh, well, no, you wouldn't know. It wouldn't be that. That's the natural force of the world repelled it, and but yeah, whatever. But yeah, that was I suppose a short history lesson from me. I'm astonished by how much has been forgotten, but I suppose it makes sense. Though maybe some things are best left forgotten if you are all able to prosper here. You said that many cities exist past several centuries, which is a marvel.
Oh yes, certainly.
Usually one and done. Then the next one pops up. Refugees through many generations have just been commonplace in my time. But you can actually, well, forgive my humor. You've taken root.
Yes.
Anyways, I'm going to sleep Enter a trance. Not quite
Alright.
sure what it is.
Well, I just finished my bracers for the first time, so I'm gonna continue to refine them.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna proceed to not wear them.
Yes, proceed to not wear them. Granted, I got all the way through the drafting stage and into the crafting stage of the stage 2, so.
You wake up the next morning and they're gone. No.
No, God, no! Kill me now!
All notes on them are burned at your
There's an orphan pickpocket that has them and is just like, what does this do?
Randy comes, hovers over him, shadow over his eyes. I'm like moon wraithed up. I'm like, you child, you have breathed your last breath.
Yeah.
Become a serial murderer.
So,
I'll go for bracers.
okay. Is there anything before the end of this day that you guys want to do that is role play based? Keep in
I
mind.
will do a couple laps around the city.
Cool.
And just kind of see if I can't see if the door pops up.
Sure. Make a perception check.
24.
You are certain? Well, you are certain that nowhere you even go to the Obscurio agency to take the mirror down to the ground sector just to look around. You are certain that unless it's on the very top of this city, on sector 3, it is not here.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Keep in mind, the more role play, the more experience.
Oh yeah, right.
Real quick, Matthew.
Yeah.
And Joseph, I guess. Is there a third part to crafting all-purpose brush?
Well, I mean, the crafting process is blueprint, then crafting. Well, blueprint, then if you need a material, find the material, then craft it. So it's only really a 2.5 step process, but besides
Okay, so I already have the materials, so I just did the crafting stuff on day one. Cool. Matt, I asked, how much painting supplies can I find? I'm running low.
Okay. I'd say you can find in the city, there isn't a lot of artisans. That's more of that place next to Argenthold, Stillwater. That's more its pure purview, but you can find 50 gold worth of painting supplies.
50?
50.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Matt, I got it.
Yeah. Bolton?
Just in a free moment, once he's not busy, I'm gonna go over to Helmir real quick. And I'm just gonna say, hey, I hope you know that I wasn't spying on you earlier. I just know that in times past, if someone splits away from the party, then usually sometimes trouble can await them. So, not that I didn't trust the guy you were talking to or anything, but I just wanted to make sure you were okay. That's all.
You have a flashback of the assassin.
It was one time.
You also have a flashback to the time you climbed down the chasm wall and fell.
That doesn't count. There were other people there.
Okay.
The looking after me is appreciated, but privacy should also be respected.
I understand. Next time, if I'm going to be watching you from the shadows, I'll plug my ears for you. I think that's what all you normal people call humor.
No.
These times of people sneaking up on me are getting quite annoying, and I refuse to let them happen more. I'm more careful in the future. But yes, thank you for watching over, even though you seem to.
And Bolden's going to just awkwardly, like, pat him on the face. I don't know.
Pat him on the cheek.
And then walk
No,
away.
just like center face.
Yeah.
You can surely try.
Yep, that's all.
Arak, are you working on woodworker's tools?
I mean, if I have more time today, I'll do so. I mean, but yeah, I guess I only needed to really spend one block for the,
Yeah.
because I only had the +2, so.
I'll go ahead and, because I have extra spells, I'll give you advantage on anything that you.
All right, what check were you saying for woodworkers?
It can be strength. I
Okay.
think. Let me double check, but I'm like 90% sure. That is wood carvers. Oh no, it's Dex, Intelligence, or Wisdom.
I had a feeling it might be Dex.
Yeah. Dex, Intelligence, Wisdom, or Charisma.
So I'm gonna go Dex.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage on all those.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else for this day?
Yes. Since Yutaka so rudely interrupted me earlier, I would like to invite Adelier to come hang out with me as I paint for the full day.
Well, I don't got anything else to do.
What's more exciting than watching paint dry?
You're also
Exactly.
watching paint wet at the same time. It's crazy.
So, what exactly are you painting there, Hallier?
Well, this is a painting of a minotaur that my friends and I fought a while ago, and who the spirit of I take with me as I clutch the chain necklace in my hand.
What was it like fighting the Minotaur?
Well, the battle that I'm depicting here was quite the intense one, and terrifying, and I'll also point out Vith. We had a friend with us then who is not with us now, but not in that way. But you know, it was a long battle, and we were quite exhausted from our travels. But you know, with our ability to use the environment around us, we persevered. That was quite the trial for all of us, and you know, it meant kind of the end of a long journey through a labyrinth that we were experiencing.
Very interesting. Sounds like quite the challenge.
Adelier, can you make a charisma saving throw?
Oh crap! I triggered PTSD.
accidentally close my sheet.
What a fool.
Charisma save. 27.
27. Okay.
Got pretty high charisma.
You first of all, Ethan, I'm gonna message you about something. Oh. This answer will be important.
No pressure though.
All right.
I'm pretty sure that's the wrong answer.
All right, Adelier. You notice around Hallier's neck, on this necklace, is this incredibly beautiful blue gem.
Definitely the wrong answer.
You almost think you can hear something from it. Make a perception check with advantage.
It's a nat 20, but -1, so 19.
You hear a whisper of a word in a voice that you've only heard once. Freedom.
Say, Hallier, did you hear something?
I mean, did I hear that?
I thought I just heard
Or did I hear the full version?
You heard the full version.
Okay, pause there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does that. That's the spirit of the Changebringer.
Excuse me, you'll have to explain. The Changebringer.
That's what the necklace is. Okay, Hunter, I'm hearing an echo now.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm not
Adelier.
sure exactly what you heard, but
Yeah.
he says to me, I won't let those debt collectors take away the freedom to see my family.
I only heard him mutter the word freedom.
Adelier, the last time you heard that, it said the words, "Your ambition has been heeded."
I've only heard the voice once before, and all it told me was your ambitions have been heeded. I'm not really sure what it means, though.
That's kind of ominous. Who'd you hear from? Wait, is the Beguiling Heart and the Changebringer using different voices?
The Beguiling Heart and the Changebringer use the same voice.
Okay. What can you tell me about the person who said that?
It was right after my hometown fell, and I had failed to save my family. Matt, I'm trying to remember. I didn't see anyone. I just heard the voice.
You heard the voice inside your own head. And then afterward, well, I'm just gonna type that one to you.
I just remember hearing that similar voice, and the next thing I knew, my powers and strength as a paladin seemed to have just appeared within me.
So your paladin stuff came from this, and your creepy pact stuff came from your little dude.
Well, when you put it like that, yes.
Okay, well, I want to try something. I trust you enough, but I want to make sure that your little dude doesn't run off with this. Can you keep him under control?
I can try my best, but I don't think he's too interested in you, so.
Rude, but fine. I would like to unattune from the beguiling heart and give it to Adler.
Oh my god.
Uh,
What a fucked
Uh,
up decision.
Adelier, I want you to roll a d20 for me.
16.
16. You hear Abaddon in your head go, yeah, no. It tries to take control of your arm to bat it away.
Can I grab it with my other arm?
Yeah, you're able to regain control of your arm.
The hell are you doing?
Hey, I'm just looking out for us, right? Can't have you attune into anything dangerous.
What's dangerous about a necklace?
I mean, you ain't that smart, huh? It's the thing on the necklace.
Whatever. I'm going to start reaching out for the necklace.
Make an insight check, Adelier.
Insight? Oh, goodness.
Am I hearing all of that conversation?
Abaddon is keeping it in his head.
Okay.
Well, I rolled a 3, but it's also a -1, so that's a 2.
No idea why. Not sure why Abaddon's acting like this. It could be a trick. He could be afraid of it. Maybe it doesn't matter and he's just playing a prank on you. No idea. So yeah.
Do you have something against this necklace?
He doesn't say anything.
Well, then I don't see a problem with it. As I guess, take it out of Hallier's hands.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, interesting thing about the Beguiling Heart / Changebringer is that you can attune to it immediately.
Is that something that will show up in my inventory?
I mean, I'm not going to give it to you permanently. I'm going to ask for it right after you finish doing what you're doing.
You attune to it. You feel a little lighter. Kind of like you've been carrying something real heavy. It's like taking off like a big backpack.
Well, that was strange.
Do you hear anyone?
Do I?
As you fully attune to it, you hear, I will not let, and then it cuts out, collectors take away the freedom. So it seems only to get fragments of the sentence that you get, Hallier.
Something about collectors and freedom won't letting them have something. It's not really registering in as full sentences, rather just bits and pieces that I can make out.
An interesting thing about this necklace is that it switches. I can let it switch each day. I'm curious if, since it's the same voice, there may be a third thing using that sentence. Because it can also switch to an item called the Beguiling Heart, which says, I will unite the peoples of the Therian Confederacy. So, we can wait until tomorrow and see if you feel like you have the ability to switch it to a third thing.
Can I, in my mind, like call out to Abaddon again? I'll just say, well, I think I proved you wrong, my friend. I think this can benefit both of us.
Make a charisma save.
25.
You don't sense Abaddon.
I'll repeat one more time. Hello? You're not gonna make some joke out of me or belittle me in any way?
You listen really closely, and then wait, no, you can. You can sense him, but it's very faint. And you don't hear what he's saying, but you imagine he's talking quite angrily, so he must be cussing you out.
I'm gonna sort of chuckle to myself.
Everything all right in there?
Oh, yes. I think he has a problem with this thing, so do you mind if I hold on to it for a little bit?
First, I want to try. So, a way that I like to communicate with the God that I worship is just by a simple prayer. Do you think that you could possibly use this necklace to pray to the thing that made you into a paladin? Just reach out and see if anything's there?
I suppose I could give it a try. I don't really think I've prayed all too much. I mean,
That's a shame.
I don't know what to pray to.
Yeah. Make a religion check.
16.
Is there anything in particular you're thinking?
My thoughts can't be like read by Abaddon, right?
It gets a little blurry. Not really, but it's easy to accidentally flip that switch.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna just sort of very quickly think to myself, like, maybe this could be the key to ridding me of him.
Okay. You don't hear anything. Nothing noticeably happens.
I'm going to wrap the necklace around my neck and fasten it so that it's hanging. Yeah. Thank you, Hallier. I'll give a little prayer at some point here within the next few days. I just sort of need to think of what to say.
All right. Well, keep in mind that this is not a gift I want to get the thing. I'm just curious more about it.
Of course. You don't happen to know if any temples or anything that would be around here, do you? Where do you usually pray?
Well, I only started recently when I finally reached out to my god, but just wherever I can. I'm not too familiar with this area, though. I wouldn't necessarily know if there are any temples, but if the voice you heard mentioned ambition, maybe A could be that kind of god. There's more up and atom types. Lucky me, my god's not. Or B, maybe you can find some powerful looking place.
Hmm.
I don't really know what that means, but you know, you can roll with it.
Looking place. Perhaps the academy? That's powerful, right? I know
I
we
guess
were
you
there.
want to go back there.
Well, who's to say they'll recognize us?
What ability do you have to get back in there?
I guess that's a good point. Maybe we don't have to go inside, but we could at least go near it.
I'd say find the tallest peak that you can in the city that you can reasonably get to, legally get to.
All right, I'll do that.
Maybe
So,
take the party with you as well. If you're going tomorrow, I'll go with you.
yeah. So, do you take it back, Hallier?
No.
Who's going to be keeping it? Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, you can keep it for this long rest, this upcoming long rest, so you can see if there's a third thing that you can switch to, and then we can go tomorrow, and then I'll take it back after that.
And first thing in the morning, we can find a spot.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Is there anything else you guys would like to do for today, or can I move on to the next?
I'm just going to finish my painting, which I already rolled for that and did all of that. And it improved 128 gold worth.
Oh, yeah. Let's say you get more detailed. In fact, you add in... which Minotaur fight is this, by the way? Is it the first or the
second one?
The second
So
one?
not the one we got fucked up.
Yeah.
So, one detail you add is Vith holding out the beguiling heart. Add an extra sheen to the painting.
And I'll just kind of like walk through that as well with Adler. If you're still bothering to stick around me as I paint.
I suppose so. Say, could I take a gander at giving this a shot?
What, painting?
Sure.
I mean, I've used all of my supplies, so I don't really have anything with which you can do it, but sure. I still have a basic set of painter supplies, so here you go.
All right. So in this case, it's going to be a dex check without proficiency.
Just straight dexterity.
Unless I missed the fact that you're a painter.
No. That would be a 17.
17. Yeah. What are you trying to paint?
I'm gonna try and repaint, to the best of my remembrance, my hometown. Just think about what life is like back when everything was peaceful.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. It's immaculate.
Say,
Hey,
Javier, how does this look? You think so?
That's good. Yeah.
Maybe I have more of a knack for this than I thought.
Maybe I could teach you sometime.
You're even able to get the river and the forest in the background of the painting, as well as like a few notable buildings. It's a little bit inaccurate to location, but it's more for the look of it.
Very nice.
This is my hometown, as best as I can remember it. But ever since I left, it's been on my mind. I'd like to go back someday and hopefully restore it to what it once was, just as you see here, but unfortunately I have to deal with my own problems first.
Well, as long as the memory lives on, then it's never truly gone.
I suppose you're right. Say, you don't need this canvas, do you? I would love to keep this if I could.
Does the all-purpose brush, like, turn into all of the supplies that I need?
Let's say sure.
That's something that I'm kind of just now thinking of. That kind of sucks if it just turns into like one piece of it, but it seems kind of complicated. It doesn't.
Let's just say it does make it.
Okay. Yeah, you can keep it.
Splendid.
I mean, I'd keep the painting supplies. I've got my own now. And I rolled the brush. Accidentally spray paint on myself.
I appreciate it. You know, despite what happened in the academy, I appreciate your kindness. I hope that my friend, as I sort of sarcastically roll my eyes, isn't going to be too much more trouble.
Yeah, I trust you. You, not, we'll see on him.
Yes, of course.
All right.
Also, to clarify, I used all 80 gold's worth of my painting supplies.
Wow, all right.
The total of the painting value is 132 now.
Nice.
I got a 21 on my roll.
Awesome. Okay, so if that's it, can we move? Do we want to move to the next day, or does anyone else have something?
Good.
I think I'm good.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the next morning, where you guys, Hallier and Adelier, are trying to find a place to pray, I suppose. Is there a certain place you're going for? There's
Um,
there's
I
a fountain in middle of the market square. There's, of course, the academy that is in about an hour is gonna take off from the rest of the sector, and obviously there's more stuff on the first sector if you want to go there.
I think first I will try and find like a high building of some sort, like a large cathedral, a clock tower, something I can just climb up to.
Um, all right. There will be a very there is a small church that has a spire kind of going up, which is a tad higher, unless you want to. Well, if you're going for height, if you want to climb the tubes where the rainwater comes out of, uh, which would probably be uh, looked at very strangely.
I think the spire will be just
Okay.
fine.
All right. Make athletics or acrobatics if you're going to just climb up the side.
I will wait down below and give you some privacy.
I will do an athletics, I guess.
It definitely has nothing to do with the fact that you would fail that check.
Yes, not at all. Also, is there a third option to switch to in the morning after the long rest?
For Adelier, who kept it, he doesn't get a third option.
Do you have the option to switch to Beguiling Heart?
Yes, he would have the option to.
I rolled a 23.
All right, yeah, easy enough. No one really notices that a person just clambered on top of the church right now. You did it that fast.
I guess once I'm up there, I will kind of just find a spot to, I guess, kneel if I can, and if not, just sort of like sit crisscross. And yeah, I guess I'll just close my eyes and put my hands together and just try and think for a little bit and before I say a prayer.
All right, make another religion check.
It's a 3.
A 3. There's just a chill to the wind this morning that you can't shake, and you can't focus on anything else but that.
Why is it so cold up here? I don't know, this doesn't feel right. Where else can I go?
Looking around, aside from what you saw, you can try if you're looking for something higher. Obviously, the academy would be able to do so.
I'll look over to the academy sector, I guess, and I'll just sort of intently stare it down and be like, Well, I did say higher. I guess that's my best chance. And I will try and make my way to the academy.
All right. You get to the academy. For the sake of brevity, you wait in the line and everything. And they go, excuse me. You don't look to be a student. Do you have a student with you? Are you a guest? I'm not. It looks like you're all alone here. We don't just allow people to walk in.
Oh. Well, no, but I do have some people I know in the academy, but I wasn't really here for a visit. I was just trying to find somewhere high to get to.
Want to get high?
Make a
Make
persuasion check with disadvantage.
Seven.
7. Sorry, sir, but if you would like to get in, your friends will have to come out and wait with you in line.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
All right.
I'll walk away. And can I disguise self
Sure.
to look like a student?
Yep.
I will return.
Okay. You come back and you disguise self as the you're still hanging on. Let's say, for the sake of argument, you're still hanging on to the student ID from the mission, and so you make yourself look like that. You're able to get in.
All right.
I just want to like wish, like in my head canon, that it is exactly him that he disguised himself as, but just with the school uniform on.
I just throw on like glasses or something.
Yeah. Glasses and a mustache.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, obviously the highest floor you can get to would be the classrooms.
All right. I will make my way out up there, and then are there any like balconies or anything that I can look over the city from?
There is a balcony next to one of the labs that leads up to like a greenhouse. It's a shame that it's this kind of thing of like, oh well, I guess that would have opened up another option. It seemed it was under lock and key when you guys were doing the heist.
But it's unlocked now.
Yeah, it's unlocked. You were able to get through.
Okay. Yeah, I will take a position on the balcony, sort of in the same sort of manner, just legs crossed, and hands together, and close my eyes.
All right. Make your last religion check. What are you thinking?
That is a 12.
12.
I'll just start thinking to myself, what kind of god would want to take pity on me? I mean, it's not like I ever really completed my paladin training. I just sort of happened to fall into this. Well,
Yeah. The change bringer does faintly glow, but then it fades.
well, I guess I'll just give it a shot. And kind of very quietly, I'll say to myself, hello, otherworldly being. I know this might be weird hearing from me, seeing as I haven't been able to contact you prior, but I was wondering, why did you take pity on me, of all people?
Make a perception check.
Oh my god. A 2 for a 1.
Jesus.
You can't.
You
You
just
can't.
had shit rolls.
I think you might want to send one of those into dice jail.
Yeah, seriously.
You reach out.
Well, I
Hey.
have really bad wisdom, so.
You do have bad wisdom.
That has nothing to do with rolling extremely
know.
low
Yeah.
constantly.
You. It's like a second later. You hear in like the lab over, just like someone switch on a buzzsaw. It's just like, all right, and now for woodworking 101. We're gonna.
Car rocks in the
No.
classroom.
The studious student he is.
Oh yeah. So Randy didn't give you advantage. He actually just brainwashed you into going to school. That's how he gave you advantage.
Disgusting.
Dang, where was Randy in high school for me?
Yeah. Remember to.
Am I able to, like, cast Mage Hand to, like, cover my ears?
Yes, mage hand to cover one of your ears.
Yeah, it's not mage hands, it's mage hand.
I'm your design tech professor. We're going to make a puzzle box today. Yeah. And you try to use Mage Hand to drown out the sound. Sadly, sound goes through Mage Hand.
Damn.
But you just feel incredibly frustrated about all these failed attempts.
Yeah, I feel bad.
Because you suck.
Can I just, like, take
And then-
off the necklace again?
Sure.
And hold it in my hand and just be like, if only I could just hear you in full. What are you trying to say to me?
All right, now make sure that your fingers are clear of the saw. Learn that one the hard way.
He has no fingers.
You see the
Oh,
design.
he just has two thumbs.
Oh yeah.
There is like no middle finger and ring finger.
I'm just gonna get fed up at this point and walk away. I just want some answer. Well, I guess I better return this to hell here. And I'll start walking out of the academy.
All right. You rejoin with Hallier.
Seemed every try that I attempted, nothing worked, or I got distracted.
That's a shame.
Well, I appreciate you lending me this anyway, but I guess still need to look for some answers myself. No. Hand the necklace back.
Okay. You hand the necklace back. Hallier, do you attune back onto it?
Yep.
All right. And at this point, suddenly, Adelier here. And really, Adelier's such a crappy name. I mean, honestly, your parents dying was probably recompense for giving you such a crap name.
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I see. Mr. Know-It-All's back. Well, I guess one night of sleep was blissful.
Oh, God damn it. I keep on typing on the wrong keyboard.
Mhm.
Hold on. There.
Say, Hallier, where did you find that? The change bringer, I mean.
Wow.
You hear that in your head. Ethan, you hear endure.
Interesting. Same voice.
Same voice.
Cool. So I guess I just have to keep giving away this to stranger and I'll keep getting new things from it.
Seems like the lesson learned.
So as I showed in my painting, it used to belong to our friend Vith. But he had it where it was just the beguiling heart. And then I got it. He gave it to me after he used it against the Minotaur. And then it let me become the Changebringer. Or it became the Changebringer. Or it let me make it the Changebringer.
Do you know where Fifth got it from?
I 100% do not remember as a person.
It would make
We got it
sense.
from the
Was it before
I don't think
Hallier?
Hallier was there, but we got it from the house that we went to investigate for the Cull Crows.
And Ben Stella.
Oh yeah.
Mansion.
I have no clue.
I just didn't know if there were any more like it. But
I don't know.
regardless,
Maybe some of the other members of the group know. I joined a little bit later. Seemed like they all knew each other fairly well before I got there. Well, some of them.
well, in any case, I appreciate you lending it to me. Man, if only I could just understand what it was trying to say to me.
All right.
Maybe one day, if you keep praying, you'll just get something automatically. You won't even need it.
All right. So,
Bless you.
bless you.
Thank you.
One sneeze for the heathen. All right. So, does anyone want to do anything else for the rest of the day?
I'll do another loop around the city.
All right. Nothing.
Damn.
I'm not even going to make you roll. It's just,
I'm gonna talk to every single person in the city, and I'm gonna roll. No, I'm just kidding.
have you seen this strange door?
We're working with
God damn
them
it.
stuff, and then at the end of the day, go pick up Gore Drinker.
I'll give you advantage again, by the way, Eric.
Okay.
Oh, also, I don't know if you've rolled any natural 20s, but if you did, you can probably count that as 2 successes.
I haven't, so.
Heather, if you want, I can help teach you how to use this. Hold up my paintbrush again. Well, use yours.
So you reach out to Gore Drinker again?
Yeah, at the end of the day, I'll do that.
All right. Yeah, I'm sorry, Ethan. What did you say about the paintbrush?
Heather, if you want, I can teach you how to use a paintbrush. You're like you're pretty into it.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't really have anything else to do, so
Yeah, if you're looking for stuff,
let's do it then.
then we'll do that for the rest of the day.
All right, cool. And then at the end of the day, we go to Karok reaching out to Gore Drinker. It's you feel a nervous energy from it. Not in like a fearful way, but in a kind of impatient way.
Yeah.
As soon as you take it out of its sheath, it grows warm for a moment, and then after a minute goes back cold.
Yeah.
Hold on here. Okay, like that. Just messing around with this. All right, Karok, you get an itch. It's like an itch you need to scratch. You need somewhere to like exercise or just like take some slashes out on. You feel like if you stay inside and do nothing for more than like an hour, you just get incredibly anxious.
Okay. Then I'll just go outside and just run.
All right.
Go for a run. See if that fixes it.
Okay, let me see. It does. It's still there, but it lessens enough that it's manageable.
Okay.
Cabin fever. Almost look around and you feel like you're getting tired of the city. It was cool the first day or two, maybe, but now you just want to do something. Anyways, that's all. So, remind me, because I'm losing track of the days. That we have gone
That was the last
through.
one.
That was the last one.
Correct, I think.
Okay, so that is the
Yeah, the limitations for the
Yeah.
was the weapon.
Okay, so yeah, 1, 2, 3. Because it took 3 days for the weapons to be prepared,
That's correct.
Yeah.
and you put
So
them.
this is the 5th day that we've been in Bricklestuck.
Good. That's what I needed to know. All right.
Real quick, how many blocks?
Starting or finishing 5th day?
Well, this is so if the first day was the day that we met with Adelair and Misty and gang for the first time. The second day was
Not Misty.
Oh yeah. Fucking Siri. The second day was the day we did the heist. The third day, 4th day, 5th day is today.
Gotcha.
So I don't know what time of day it is. That's your decision.
I got it. All right. So yeah. So you guys wake up in the morning, you recover your items. You realize that it's going to be first of all, the people at the dock say, all right, how long are you staying on for? Because that'll depend on your where you're going will determine how much we charge you at the end. Well, yeah. First,
Point at
half
spot
upfront.
on the map.
Okay, so you're pointing to an owlbear where?
I mean, I'd
Wait, did we
probably
already move
say
on?
like right here.
I'm just doing this for me.
Yeah, I'd probably say like right there.
Right there. Okay.
Or like right here. Like
Well,
number
it has
2.
to be on the ley line, so there has to be
Yeah.
land.
I know, and then I'm saying up here is like there's a point jutted out.
Let's see.
So I don't know which would be closer, but
Yeah. Just off of yeah.
It's pretty damn close.
It's
Oh,
5
yeah.
feet.
I think the lower point's close.
Lower point's
it
closer.
might,
But you
yeah.
might have to do a little swim.
I guess right here.
Yeah. You might land a little bit off the coast, but not far.
I mean, they can just throw us off the edge. We'll be fine.
Yeah, we can all fly. We'll just fly there. Right?
Yeah, we can all fly. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That's definitely a thing we can all do.
Oh, also, quick question about the poisoner feat.
Yes.
So it has like uses on it. So if I use it to create poisons, are each of those uses one poison?
So when you use it to create poisons, you get all of the uses.
Right. Yeah, so that's me
And each
creating all
singular use is a poison. So you use it to make poison, you fill up the amounts, and then every time you use one, you mark one off.
Okay.
So, as you, is there anything you guys want to do before you guys head off?
I just want to make sure I'm going to go up to the gnome man and be like, "Thank you so much for your service. Can I just get like one last piece of toast and jam before we leave? It was so good. I've never had a better toast and jam in my entire life."
Same here. I want more toast and jam.
Same here. I want some more toast and jam.
All right. Maybe I can pack something for the road then.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Grill me a cheese.
Did you say, I forgot, a strawberry or grape for any of you?
I'm strawberry myself. Yeah.
All right. You all get your respective flavor.
I'll give him 5 gold.
Thank you.
I'll also give him 5 gold.
Same here.
Best service I've ever had. I mean, it's just genius. Making teleportations. I mean, I'm just beyond impressed. It's just welcoming, toast and jam. I mean, you're just keep doing what you're doing. I hope.
Yeah.
I hope you keep successful.
Yeah.
We just paid this man 15 gold for 3 pieces of toast and jam.
Yeah.
He kind of takes his flat cap off of his head and kind of takes it off and bows his head. Kind of reveals a bit of a bald spot on on top of it. Like, all right. Best luck in your endeavors.
Thank you very much.
Thanks,
All right.
Colin.
I'll probably be back one day, like 15 years, when I need help with the premise stuff again.
And I'll be ready.
Cool.
I literally wrote this guy's name down in my notes. Wrote his name down. Velin dash Jam and housekeeper person.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's all you need, really.
Exactly.
So, you get to the docks of the Windriders, and just like, all right, so, okay, that's not too far of a travel. However, Windriders are a luxury transport, so I'd measure that to be 50 gold total, 25 up front, 25 when you arrive.
How long of a trip would that be?
Half a day.
Like total,
And then how-
total, or total per person?
That is total per person. My bad.
What? Why would you even ask that, you guys fucking here?
I know what I'm
okay.
paying for. We better be getting the first class stuff.
How long of a travel would it be to just walk there?
It would probably take probably 4 days. That way, if you'll get to here in half a day, and then it will be 2 days.
So we're saving a day and a half for 50 gold per person.
Essentially.
What are the amenities?
They're also, yeah, never mind. It's like, well, you know what they say. It's there's a lot of monsters on the ground about up north. Avoidance is part of the luxury.
Yeah, monsters are fun.
Monsters.
What it'll be?
I mean, personally, we're due a group vote, but I'm voting against. I don't want to pay 50 gold for that.
I don't either.
Same.
Like a day and a half, really. But
And how urgent is what we have to do? Is the thing.
And I mean, like, what could go wrong, right?
Is it an extra day and a half urgent?
If it's that urgent, they can pay us the 50 gold to do the fucking Wind Riders.
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot. You guys never ended up going to the guy in the city that actually commissioned the Blood Hunters.
oh yeah, that's right. The guy in the city that actually
Yeah,
owned the place that we're going to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the whole thing Matt said, and then we got distracted because of the Hallier Adelier stuff.
Yeah. So
Wait,
you
can I say
guys.
something?
Mm-hmm.
And I would have gotten away with it too.
Here, real quick. Just would Randy have gone and talked to him while he was doing his walkabout?
Sure.
I mean, if Joseph knew that this person existed, then yeah, probably.
Okay, sure. So let's rewind a bit. That past interaction didn't happen. And Pila. There's like this kind of squirrely looking gnome with a kind of salt and pepper hair. It's just yeah. Oh. Who are you?
Am I here alone?
I mean, if you went on a walk, then yes.
Yeah, I guess so. Yes, I am part of a group that was hired to deal with, was it shadow creatures?
Yeah, shadow folk creatures.
Shadow
Oh, yeah.
creatures?
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, back a couple years, I was I had this enterprising idea of, you have traveling carnivals and stuff, but what if there was like a carnival that stayed in town all the time, one that you went to? But like, I had some friends who were, pretty good at machinery, and so we turned this carnival and put a lot of, you know, joy rides of the sort. I even modeled like one after like the Wind Riders. They all go in a circle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's doesn't function, but regardless, I would have called it. I would have called it Varzant Land. By the way, I'm Mr. Varzant.
Oh, nice to meet you, Mr. Varzant.
Yeah. Anyways, let's just say funding cut out. And after a while, hit on some pretty hard times. But I went to investigate it. Not too well. I say not too long ago, but it was like 5 months. I went to investigate, and there were these monsters everywhere. I described them to some people. No one believed me. But us, that fellow, I'm sure who, your boss, was able to listen to me. He said that if I paid him a sum of money, he, that I'd be able to get rid of my problem. And I've already kind of paid up front because I really want to make this happen.
I see.
Yeah. So. Oh. Yeah. If the road up there is a little bit treacherous. You can take one of the Wind Riders, of course. A fun fact. You look pretty touristy. Don't let the docksmen scam you. They upcharge tourists. Usually it'll be like 10 gold per person, but sometimes I hear about them upcharging to something ridiculous.
I see. So, anything else?
I mean, they're pretty spooky. I didn't really get a good look at them beyond what I described. It was just that they were some like, they look like undead. They're except they were just like a bunch of gray ghouls and skeletons and shit.
If you ever get to finish this park, you could maybe make a theme out of it based on this event or something. It could be a really fun attraction. It'd be like theme park or something like that.
Randy out here inventing theme parks.
I mean,
and then you could make multiple of them that each had different themes, and everybody would have to go to all of the different ones to get the different experiences.
Well, oh my gosh, Matt, is that the thing that's in New Auram in my campaign? Theme parks? Because there's Six Flags in it.
Wait, there is?
Yes.
I mean, I guess.
Randy invented Six Flags.
Yeah!
Six Flags, a place that is going horribly bankrupt right now.
Yeah,
this is a fantasy setting.
I mean, yeah. I mean, first of all, after you clear it out, I'll have to assess the damages. I assume that it isn't in the best condition, but I mean, I'll take some of your ideas to heart. Do you want like like your name to be on a wall of like one of these sponsors or whatever?
Nah, I just want free tickets if it ever works.
That's fine with me.
Okay, cool. Nice doing business with you.
All right.
Okay. All right. I'll go back to the group. Flash forward to us being at the
Yeah.
at the fucking what are they called? Sky.
The Sky Dogs.
Skydogs?
Sure. Just
And
like,
then I'm sitting there thinking like, wait a
50 gold.
second.
50 gold per person.
Listen here, Buster. We ain't no tourists. We're on a mission. Literally, we have a job. We like monsters. We will go fight monsters for literal fun. So monsters aren't a distraction. 50 gold per person is ridiculous.
We can bargain.
I was told specifically that your standard prices are 10 gold per person.
All right.
It seems like you're trying to scam us over here. I will make this scam public.
Okay. Look. Let's calm down here. I don't need no town crier yelling some stuff about overcharging. 10 gold per person. It's fine. Hell, your passage is free. How about that? Your specific passage. Your name is
My name is Randy.
Randy.
Don't
You get
forget it.
Randy. You get to ride for free.
Okay. I'm satisfied with that.
I just
Just Randy.
Well, it's 10 gold for the first two. So.
We're all just standing there like
I walk up to this man and just say to him, "Do you enjoy watching others suffer? Those who need to get places but can't afford it because you upcharge it, and maybe you cause them to go out into just walk that path by themselves and then just die out there. Do you enjoy that?"
Make a. Is this intimidation, persuasion, or?
Because if so,
It's
you're a
Karok. What do you
sick
think?
fuck.
Yeah. Okay. Make an intimidation check.
21.
21.
I'm like right in his face.
His face kind of falls a bit. And look, yeah, you're right. Sorry, it's. Not that it's an excuse, but been falling on hard times. I should understand that people might get in danger if they don't end up taking the the wind riders. I'm sorry, friend. I won't upcharge. I won't upcharge anyone.
I don't say anything back.
It's.
Are we going?
Yeah.
Can I insight check him to see, confirm that he's think he's fallen on hard times?
Sure. Make an insight check.
14.
He seems forthright.
Also, I don't actually hand him the gold. I just drop it at his feet.
He drops to pick it up.
I will give him 50 gold and say, please see that you don't upcharge anymore.
He looks at you and just kind of goes, thank you.
I walk onto the ship.
All right.
Same.
You guys head out onto the ship.
Would you say that we are passengers on this travel?
You are passengers, yes.
No, we're actually controlling it now.
Yeah, we own the ship.
So, as the boat starts to get into motion, somewhere low in the cargo hold, there's this hum that reverberates through the ship. As they direct a device that gives a blast of wind to one of the sails. As you all start sailing away from the city, so far high up from the ground, all of the city behind you, Bricklestuck, but comes into view. Tiamat's Teeth, where you head towards, and then eventually you will trace along the edge of it. It's truly breathtaking for anyone, even for Randy, who hasn't really made use or had the fly spell cast on them that much. It's truly interesting. But as you grow further and further away from the city, I think you hear something. It's coming from in front of you, or the direction the ship is headed. What the hell is that? As you see what looks to be an ancient black dragon flying from Tiamat's Teeth directly for the city.
Oh shit.
Okay, all right.
Excuse me, what?
As suddenly it goes straight for the bottom of the bottom of Sector 2 and sprays acid all along the bottom of it.
Okay.
What? Just instinctually, Randy's gonna like cast Shadow Blade and Blade Song.
Yeah, I, just also instinctually just pull out my axes.
Mage armor.
Yeah, keep in mind, it's about like an hour into the flight.
Yeah,
You think a dragon can't fly over here instantly?
Oh no, it goes directly over you guys.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like I see it, I'm like, oh god, we're gonna die. Like
Yeah,
It's
I
my
know. I'm just
principle.
pointing out.
It's my bear principle. If
yeah.
I'm not, I'll fight a bear. I'm not saying I'll win, but I'm not going to outrun a bear, so I might as well go down swinging.
Exactly.
What
So,
happened?
so, it does fly over about and does it does try to clip the ship. Let's see if it hits. What are you guys prepping anything as it goes and then with its claws kind of looks like it's going to rake against the side of the ship?
Yeah, I mean, I'll fucking attack it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big armor.
If I am able to reach it, then yes, I will swing at it.
All right.
And if I can.
So yeah, I'm going to make you. It's something that you can reach if you can jump up high enough. So this would be an athletics check for you, Karok.
All right. Natural 19.
Natural 19. You can hit it.
Would that also be athletics for me as well, or can it be acrobatics?
It would have to be athletics. It's not in a place where you can really.
Damn. All right.
Parkour up to it.
Oh, there's no math or anything.
Oh well. Give me a second.
Well.
2 minus 1. 1.
You jump, Imperious, and you can't control your momentum as you almost jump off the ship. But you are now in the line of fire.
I'm gonna cast Wraith Blitz on it, I guess.
All right.
And I'm Elven Accuracying all of these.
Well,
have Moonshadow on myself, so I have advantage.
For me, how I rolled these, the first hit for Gore Drinker was a natural 20. The second one was a. What is it? It would have been a 22. So I doubt that hits. 22.
22 does not hit.
And then for the last one, for my other battle axe, was a natural 19, which it crits on a 19.
Nice.
I don't understand why I have a 10 here. Oh,
all right. So yeah, that'll definitely hit.
Does a 23 hit?
23 does hit.
Okay. 24. Okay, so I get 3 hits off. So I do 68 psychic damage.
All right.
As I kind of just like see it coming towards us, and I'm like, oh shit. And I cast Shadow Blade at 5th level, I guess. And I cast Wraith Blitz at 4th level. And I just kind of like. It's terrifying because I like teleport up next to it. And I'm like, oh god, oh god. And I guess I'll slice at its foot because that's it's coming to slash us.
Yeah. So,
So that'd be 30 damage on the first hit, and then 23 on the second hit.
All right. Very nice.
Not to like throw a wrench into all of this, but I would use Solar Gale. What's this here, which does push it.
I mean, I teleport, so.
All right.
But they're not for you.
Does a Solar Gale have a save or attack roll?
No, it's just part of it. It's Eldritch Blast.
Oh,
So
right,
I
right, right.
I have to hit it.
Gotcha.
But
Okay.
I wanted to ask, do we want to do an initiative order on this to kind of clarify when we're actually doing all these things?
Let's wait a second.
So just go for it, Ethan.
Okay.
Yeah, just go.
29 and the 23.
29 and 23. Hell yeah. Or should I say, heller yeah.
Oh, yeah. 16 damage and is pushed 20 feet.
Okay. I believe there's a stipulation on size there.
Is there?
Is it repelling blast?
Yeah. I don't see one.
Oh, so there isn't anything for like size of creature.
Not as far as I know.
I mean, unless you put it in Joseph as an extra thing, but
I did
it's
not.
just Eldritch Invocation.
Magic.
Hold on, let me see. I just wanted to make sure.
Sure.
Yeah, the rules as written does not have a. Just
Huh.
use
Yeah,
it when
it's
you hit
a
a creature.
warlock.
Sure. Yeah, you push it back a bit.
I'm gonna kind of like do from below as well to kind of get some upward momentum with the push, if at all
Push it back
possible.
20 feet.
Okay, so you actually push it a little bit so that it loses just a tiny bit of its momentum as it's barreling forward. So, it's going to be it.
We're all dead.
Everyone who tried to hit it, or yeah, with a melee attack, are in the target of this.
Cool.
If I teleported, am I okay?
Yeah, you're good. Okay, that is a 33 to hit. So,
Only slightly.
It doesn't hit Hallier.
okay, so where? Too many times. That is
So this would be JR and I, right?
yeah. It doesn't hit you straight on, so it doesn't. And it
That's
only
a
brace-
direct attack from an ancient dragon.
Yeah. It's only 36 slashing damage.
Oh, that's
All
fine.
right.
Only 36.
I wanted to hit it too. So it also-
Alright, didn't say he raged.
I would
I
kill
did.
Hallier in one shot.
Oh yeah, but Hunter didn't get his chance to hit it. But
Oh,
Yeah,
so
things were just kind of going, so I was waiting.
okay. Helmir.
It's so my what is it? My athletics check was a 23,
Nice. Yeah, you can do it.
and the hit is a 26.
All right. Yeah.
I was like, if this is it, I swear to God. Okay, so that's gonna be 26 sneak attack. Yeah, sorry, 26 plus 9. So it's gonna be 35 piercing damage, and then 13 poison damage.
All right.
I applied the poison attack.
The poison doesn't seem to do anything. No.
I had to try, even though it was spewing acid.
Mhm.
and hey, it's a black dragon, not a green dragon, so you know.
Yeah. It was worth a shot.
Might as well.
So, As it scrapes past, luckily, it seems like well, hold on. Oh,
Yeah.
wow, yeah. No, your ship is fine. There's definitely parts of it that have been scraped away, but it seems that that push up of momentum really made it so that it didn't find purchase in the ship that much. So
Yeah, bro.
but
Nice, Hal.
as it you notice it almost grumbles to itself and then keeps flying towards the city. When it reaches there, obviously it does the whole acid thing along the bottom. You notice that after a couple flies around, that some of the city is starting to slightly list to the right, and it's tilting on the right, and angles just slowly. You notice that some Helmir, with your passive perception, you can see someone in the far, far distance, and you're like, oh god, did someone fall off? And then, but then all of a sudden, just shimmering into view is a dragon that glows like moonlight. Looks to be an adult dragon. And just as they begin to fight, wow, hey, kind of focusing in, you notice that the person on the back of the dragon is familiar to you. It seems to be the chairman. And I did roll a nat 20 with Varil. Wow.
Nice.
Nice.
So yeah, the long and short of it, if I could just do some rollies.
Go sleep, dragon.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
It's a ferocious battle. They do try this. They do try. The chairman does try the dragon breath. Doesn't seem to work. Yeah,
Classic.
just this fog of dust and glitter out of it. Yeah. But after. Oh yeah. So yeah, after a very tense minute of them exchanging blows, somehow the adult dragon is able to use its faster nature to kind of get in more chip damage around the sides until the black dragon just puts another breath weapon of acid straight for the chairman and the city. Dodges out of the way. The city starts to go more off to the side, and the black dragon, as Varil and the dragon wheel back, and then you see a bunch of spells being put out as a couple specks fall off of the second sector. The black dragon looks actually decently wounded enough and starts to fly off into a direction opposite of you guys, and begins to traces the long course. But anyways,
I'm going to immediately cast Sending to, I guess, to probably Lysandra because she heads the Arcane Academy.
Yeah.
And just be like, I will say, I just saw an ancient black dragon. It almost killed me. And nearly, maybe actually destroyed the second layer of Bricklestuck. Get ready.
Yeah.
Or be prepared, I guess I'll say.
Yeah.
That was 20. I think that was 25, 24, 25.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna turn to add layer as well. Well, you ready to pray to your god now?
Ilrain, though, you get a message back saying just like, "Oh, I will notify. I will notify the Owl Riders immediately."
Yeah. Yeah, the Owl Riders made it to canon. Fuck yes.
Please stay safe.
Yeah, I'll send another one back and just be like, I'm fine. It got scared off somehow. Burgostock doesn't look fine. Just be prepared for a dragon attack. That's all.
Also, I use second wind and heal 22 HP.
All right. Well, as you guys tend to what little wounds you've sustained, and then just recover from the shock of this entire experience, it seems like as you continue your travel that the city is remaining stable. However, if it got more breath weapons against that, it would have fallen on the ground sector of Bricklestuck.
Damn.
I'm gonna need someone to make an insight check.
Do
Insight?
I'll do it.
Actually, no. My bad. Perception.
Okay.
I can still do it.
Oh, there.
I rolled a 21.
A 21 or just a 1?
21.
21.
I don't know what I got.
It isn't until you're able to regain your composure that you realize this, but you are like, wait. Those wounds on the black dragon, they didn't seem that deep. You don't really think that it was mortally wounded or put anywhere near that. And with
The wounds from us or the wounds from
the wounds in general.
Okay.
It seems very strange to you all as you continue on your journey, headed for the carnival. We're gonna end the session right there.
Matt, do we level up?
No.